we're going to be doing a strategy review on Rainbow Six Siege, a game made by Ubisoft Montreal. What stands out to me in this game that it's a multiplayer-only game, meaning there is no campaign. The game is focused strictly on multiplayer, and I love that aspect of it. It is a non-respawn game. It does not have the arcade feel as a Call of Duty. You cannot run and gun. You cannot run and try to kill 3-4 people at once. That will not happen. You will be killed. And I do really like non-respawn games because it promotes cooperation. It promotes teamwork. It promotes strategy, tactics. And the most important thing that I have to say in terms of all that is that if you do play this game, you must own a mic, or else you will get what, Dagger?
Okay.
Yeah, kicked, voted, and Dagger loves kicking people out. I cannot stress you. He always has grudges on people who don't have mics. But it's true. You do need a mic. You do need to communicate in this game. The gameplay is slower than Call of Duty. Again, like I mentioned, it is strategy-based. Defenders and attackers. Defenders have to breach and disallow the attackers from completing the objectives. The attackers have to breach into a building and complete the objective or kill all 5 of the defenders. The objectives that I'm talking about are secure the area, bombs, and hostages. That's the 3 that we have to play right now, and I think it's great. I have no problem with that. So what do you like about the game, Dagger?
What do I like? I like the fact that it has a more serious atmosphere to it. Everyone in the game is actually focused, not running around, not messing around. You get, you know, here and there, your few trolls where they'll team kill and just leave or get kicked out. I'll kick them out usually. And but I think it's that whole competitive feel to it that I enjoyed the most, and the multiplayer in the multiplayer experience.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a game designed for teamwork. You have to, you know, and that's what I like about it the most. You have to be a great team and play the game the right way so that you can win rounds and potentially rank up as high as you can.
You know, moving past this, we get to choose our operators, you know, for attack and defense.
Yeah, there's 20 operators in the game.
Yeah.
10 defenders, 10 attackers. There will be more in download content, which, by the way, was delayed until February. Thank you, Ubisoft. What are your favorite operators in attack?
For me, for attack, favorite operator, I'm going to say Twitch. I really enjoy using the shock drone, destroying the equipment, and traps. Cameras as well, you know, if you can angle it properly, you can actually grab the cameras. The weapon for Twitch, well balanced. I like the recoil on it. It gives me that edge to getting a headshot a little faster than the opponent.
And how about for defenders?
For defender, Pulse, definitely Pulse. I like the UMP and how it has no spread or recoil. It feels like a G36C for attackers, but you know, it's what I get to use for defenders since it's only SMGs.
Yeah, and you use the heart rate monitor to see through walls, basically, kind of give you an advantage through corners and stuff like that. Since you're a camper.
Yeah, it's my wall hack in a sense, and it's just, you know, if you know how to use it properly, you'll have the advantage as always.
Yeah, my favorite on attack is Fuse. You use a cluster charge, shoot out a bunch of grenades on the other side. Not only potentially kill defenders, but also destroy their equipment. And on defense, it's kind of odd, but I do like Jaeger. Jaeger's specialty is a grenade interceptor. So it's funny because I like and dislike, you know, the fact that I use Fuse and I use Jaeger. Jaeger will intercept any grenades thrown, whether it's frag, EMP, or the cluster charges. And what I do like about Jaeger is that it uses a gun, uses a 416 carbine, which I actually have at home. And it's just amazing. I mean, no recoil, good gun to use. It's not as powerful, but you know, if you could control it well, you could get them on the head quite easily. What are some of your strategies to win as an attacker?
As an attacker,
that's the most important part.
Good question. You know, be careful when starting off as an attacker. You know, the defenders, this is a strategy for defenders. They like to shoot out of the windows in the beginning of the round when they know where you respawn. It can make or break for that round. It can make the difference for the defenders or you. But definitely use your shock drones, or just drones in general.
Just drones, yeah.
For attackers, you know, helps you find the positioning of the enemy.
You use the drones before you hit up a room or a corner. You could use a drone to see if there's any defenders, hiding there, especially near the objective.
Yeah, when spotting the objective, make sure you hide your drone in a good location so you can near the objective so you can see where everyone's hiding and sitting.
The good players will know how to hide their drones and use it later in the round. That's definitely just so you could tag enemies. Some strategies that I like to use as a defender, number one, is understand where the attackers are breaching and entering from and also respawning. Just like how Dagger mentioned, if you know where they're respawning from and going to enter from, you could break down some windows and potentially get a headshot or two early in the round. The most important thing I like to use as a defender is that me personally is that I actually don't stay where the objective is. It's important to have players stay in the objective, but what I do is I flank. I like to flank. I like to place myself in a map where I will be potentially behind attackers when they're busy breaching into the objective or shooting someone that's hiding the objective and etc. That's really easy way for me to get around the back and shoot from the back and not get damaged while I'm at it.
Always late to the party, might I add.
Fashionably late, but at least I look good doing it. But yeah, I mean that's key, and the most important thing in this game is that you need to communicate. If you don't communicate, you will lose. I mean, I can't stress that out enough. You need to communicate with your team, and every single round, call out when you die, whatever the case is. And another way you could call out people when you do die is by using cameras. It's very important that if you do die or if you're alive, to utilize the cameras in the game and tag the attackers and see where they're coming from and use that as your advantage. And as an attacker, what you would do to counter that is shoot the cameras. Yeah, exactly. You want to shoot the cameras so that defenders you don't use that to their advantage. So with that said, what would you rate the game at?
Definitely a solid 8. Wouldn't give it a more yet because of the few bug fixes that they have to go through. They just released a patch, it made and broke.
Yeah, I don't know if it made it better, honestly, but
overall gameplay, strategy, and the multiplayer experience that's provided is worth the 8.
Yeah, I would rate it an 8, maybe an 8.5, considering that this game does offer a lot of replayability. I am excited to play the game. Every time I turn it on, I am excited to play a few rounds and games and get wins. I mean, that's the most important thing that any game has to offer you is the replayability factor, and this game does have that, which I do like about it, and that's why I do rate it an 8.5. So make sure you like and subscribe and share the video.
And let us know in the comments down below what you want to hear about next. If you have any questions about new operators or anything else that you want to learn about, we can definitely help you out as we play the game very religiously.
If you want more strategy and how to be the best you can be in this game, definitely give us a comment and we'll be happy to help you.